All right, Kegel's Bike Shop. Kegel's Bike Shop, you guys have parade lap tonight. So Kegel's Bike Shop, if you want to round up your crew and head up to the starting hill, we'll get that parade lap started. Hey, guys. All right, Kegel's Bike Shop. If you're from Kegel's Bike Shop and you're not on the hill already, you're gonna miss it. Dano, you got my thing queued up. All right, got Dan in the tower with me tonight. He's getting our national anthem music all queued up and ready to go. Ooh. It's hard to see from outside this glass up here. All right, we need neon lit number plates. That's what we need. Yeah, it's hard to see those number plates tonight. You guys use a little extra Sharpie on them tonight if you got the paper plates. All right, Kegel's Bike Shop up there ready to go. Not yet. Hang on. All right, Kegels, you guys got everybody ready up there? All right, I think I saw a thumbs up. All right. Kegel's Bike Shop. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, kindly remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem. All right, all right. How about it? Nice job, Kegel's Bike Shop. Winner of last week's team sheet on the parade lap there. Somebody to give me some sort of audio for it, I can put it on. Right, right. All right, once again, we got that 50-50 going tonight. Red Roof Building where they sell the T-shirts. Get your tickets over there for that. We got our track sponsor, Kegel's Bike Shop, out here for all your Go Fast needs for your bike racing around the track. Lots of extra staff and concessions tonight. Get everybody served as quick as possible. Got a lot of special things going on this week for our state championship weekend here. If you're wanting to stay in your car and stay warm with the heat going, you can listen to us at 90.9 FM. Listen to the motos as they go by and know when to be up there. Don't forget, we're YouTube live as well. So if you got relatives at home that want to watch the racing action, they can log into YouTube live and watch the racing as it happens as well. All right, with all that said, Motos 1 through 10, make your way up to staging. First round of Motos about to be underway here. Motos 1 through 10, make your way to staging. Yeah, it could be seat post clamp. Yeah. All right, one of our track officials found what appears to be a stem bolt on the track. So everybody make sure you check your stem. We don't want any handlebars slipping forward or backwards or whatever out there on the track. It does appear, it looks like a stem bolt, Allen head type bolt. So if you guys want to make sure you check your equipment before you race tonight, we want everybody to be safe out there. And if you found out that you are missing something, come see me. Maybe this is yours. we find chain ring bolts quite often, but not usually stem bolts. Yeah. Yeah, so you want to check that out. Oh, they're getting ready to race back there. I think Tina's getting them fired up and staging. I just heard a bunch of cheering back there. She likes to get them fired up before race time. Friday night racing under the lights. Man, they got a lot of stuff planned for this whole weekend. I think tonight is the flat pedal shootout. I know they've got an attraction set up for tomorrow for in the parking lot. We got vintage BMX show that's going to be here this weekend. I think I remember somewhere in the program a foot down contest. Got all kinds of stuff going on this weekend. Hey Merle, don't drop it yet. We don't have any score sheets or nothing. Okay. Yeah, if you go to our Rockford BMX page on Facebook, you can see all the stuff that we've got going on. Tonight it's the flat pedal shootout. Looks like there's a cash payout on that. We got the first. We got the first straight spark cannons. We're going to be running them in the opens tonight. Got tomorrow's double points, triple points on Sunday. Bunny hop contest tomorrow. Mechanical bull rodeo in the parking lot. Underwear race. And then Sunday we got the old school and vintage show. The big wheel open. Yeah, all kinds of stuff going on this weekend. All right, here we go. We're going to kick this off with our flat pedal shootout. Got a couple racks. Got 2 racks for our flat pedal shootout. We're going to take 2 and 2. First rack, we got North, Rourke, Davis, Andrews, and Jacobs in this one. Oh man, this ought to be a nice a good race here. Got the Nugget, Lijuan Davis, George Andrews. Yeah, Lijuan's got his fan club out there. We got George Andrews, the Mangler, Dustin Jacobs, Sean Rourke, and Greg North. This is going to be a good race here. All right, gates down. Here they go. Got the Nugget with the hole shot. The Mangler sitting in that 2 spot. Jacobs on the 3 as they make their way into. Oh, Jacobs moving on the inside of Andrews. Turn 1. Taking over that 2 spot. Still got the Nugget. Lijuan Davis sitting on point as they make their way down the 3rd straight. In and out of the final turn. Here they come. Davis taking 2. Davis is going to go, followed by Andrews. Oh, was that Jacobs? Yeah. Jacobs. Gates down. Here they go. We got Matt Cowell, Stephen Fahey, Eric Rogers, Ryder Ward, and Trenton Velez in this one. Taking 2 of these riders. In and out of Bermzilla. Here they come. Kegel's colors on point. Looks like the Ghost Rider sitting up front. Oh, 5 riders making their way in and out of turn number 3, the final stretch. Here they come. We got 2 riders checking out. Looks like it's going to be the 7 bike, the Ghost Rider, followed by the 469, Stephen Fahey. All right, that's our flat pedal shootout right there. Here we are, moving on to moto number 1. This is our 6 and under mixed open. We got 2 racks in our 6 and under mixed open. First rack, we got Gaines, Pavalonis, Petty, Gaines, and Bauer in this one. Taking 2 of these riders this first go around. All right, first rack of our 6 and under mixed open, making their way out of turn number 3. 2 of these riders going to transfer out of moto number 1, bringing it to the stripe right now. I got the 115 bike. Pavalonis going to get a spot. Got room for 1 more. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe right now, the 813. The 813 of Bauer. I can try it. I'll just try it and see. Yes or no?
I think no, but it's up to you.
All right, second rack, 6 and under mixed open on the track. Gonzalez, Blackburn, Scrowther, Wick, and Reeves in this one. 2 of these riders going to transfer out. Hey, don't forget about that 50-50 tonight. We're trying to get that pumped up for you that have made it out tonight. All right, got the 1 and the 709. That's Blackburn and Reeves. Blackburn and Reeves, your first 2 qualifiers there out of moto number 2. Yeah, don't forget about our 50-50. That's the Red Roof Building over there where they got the T-shirts for sale. We're going to try and get that thing cranked up for a lucky winner tonight. So head on over there and get your 50-50 tickets. All right, moto number 3, bringing it down the final stretch. Our 7 and 8 mixed open. Futrell, Lakota, Bethards, Shozovic, Ross, and Hedger got the 44 bike or the 43 bike, followed by the 73. So Lakota and Ross Your 2 transfers out of moto number 3. Moving on. 4 is the moto number on the track. Your 9-10 mixed open. We should have Ceresa, Zanker, Beard, French, Milky, and Munt. In this one, we're taking 2 of these riders onto that main event. Our leaders making their way in and out of the final turn. This is your 9-10 mixed open. Moto number 4 on the track right now, bringing it to the stripe. Looks like the nag number 8, Ceresa, is going to go, followed by no number. Hey, we don't know who you are, bud. You don't have a number plate on there. All right, looks like it's Ashton Beard, the state number 6. All right, next up, 11-12 mixed open on the track. Moto number 5, we got Counter, Finkboner, Petty, Wibbins, Brown, and Manahano in this one. In and out of the final turn. 2 of these riders going to move on to that main event. I got Kegel's colors on point as they make their way down the final stretch. That's the 97 bike. And the 63 of Wibbins. So Finkboner and Wibbins, your 2 qualifiers. Your 2 qualifiers out of moto number 5. Moto number 6 on the track right now, 15-16 mixed open. We got Counter, Knoll, Smith, and Hendricks fighting for just 1 transfer spot as they make their way around. Our leader in and out of the final turn. I believe it's Freeport colors coming at me now, bringing it to the stripe. The 101. Brandon Knoll out of Rockford, Illinois, picking up that one and only transfer out of moto number 6. Moto number 7, 26-30 mixed open. Barons, North, and Jones in this one. These guys are doing it total point style here in your 26-30 open class. 7 is the moto number. Looks like fly zone colors on point. Oh, the final stretch. Here they come. I got the 802, Donovan Jones for the win. Barron's going to get the 2 spot North with the 3 in your 26-30 mixed open class. Next up, 8's the moto number on the track, 7 and 8 open. Ochoa, Viola, and Takanaga in this one. All right, bringing it to the stripe right now. Total points got the 6, followed by the 10. So Viola, Takanaga, Ochoa, 1, 2, 3, and your 7 and 8 open. Moving on, 9's the moto number on the track. 17-20 open is the class. Takanaga, Manhano, and Lakota in this one. Ten-year-olds. All right, bringing it to the stripe. Got the 4, followed by the 52. Yeah, Lakota, Manahano, and Takanaga, 1, 2, 3 in that open class. Moving on, 10's the moto number on the track, 10 and under girls cruisers. We got Gifford, Ceresa, and Alvarez in this one. The 10 and under girls cruiser running total point styles. They make their way out of the final turn. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe. I got the 967, Ceresa, taking the win, followed by the 153 of Alvarez with the 2. Gifford on the 982 with the 3 spot. Next up, 11 is the moto number on the track, 17-20 women's cruisers. We got Blocker, Ross, Caulfield, Rohde, and Goldsmith in this one. In and out of the final turn. Got Kegel's colors on point. They bringing it to the stripe. I believe that's the number 4. Going to take 2 of these riders. Blocker's going to get a spot, followed by the 646, Elia Ross out of Rockford, Illinois, with that second transfer in your 17-20 women's cruisers. Next up, 12's a moto number on the track, 41-45 women's cruisers. Melton, Casper, and Counter in this one. Doing it total point style. We got Dana Melton out of McChesney Park, Illinois, sporting those Kegel's Bike Shop colors, sitting out front, making her way out of turn number 3. Bringing it to the stripe. Melton going to get the win with the 2 spots up for grabs. We got a battle going on back there for that 2 and 3 spot. Every round counts. Bringing it to the stripe right now. The 563 of Casper is going to get the 2. Counter with the 3. All right, moving on to our 10-year-old cruiser class. 13's a moto number to track. Jones, Milky, and Ceresa in this one. More total points racing coming at us here in your 10-year-old cruiser class. Got our front runner making her way down the final stretch. I believe that's a 9:51. Ceresa's going to take the win this first go around. That got the 392 with Jones with the 2, Milky with the 3. Next up, 13-year-old cruisers on the track. Zanoni, Schemberger, and Caulfield in this one. Total points coming at us in our 13-year-old cruiser class. Bringing it to the stripe right now, the 509 is going to take the win. The 2 of Caulfield's going to get the 2 spot. And Schenberger's going to get the 3 on the 644. Are they looking? All right, don't forget about that 50-50. They're waving at me over in the window there. 50-50 raffle going on. Red Roof Building with the T-shirts out front. No wait at concessions. Don't forget about our track sponsor, Kegel's Bike Shop, for all those go-fast needs. Hey, if you're getting a little cold out there and want to listen from the car with the heat on, 90.9 FM, you can listen for the motos as they come up. All right, gates down. Moto number 15 underway. Your 36 to 40-year-old cruisers. We got Holmes, Heights, Melton, Bivens, and Jackson in this one, fighting for just 2 transfer spots. In and out of Bermzilla, here they come. Got Fly Zone taking over the top spot. Oh, these guys are battling out, elbow to elbow. That's Bivens sitting on the 2 spot. I believe that's Justin Holmes. Out front, here they come, bringing it to the stripe. 2 riders going to the main event this first go-around. Got the 291 followed by the 2. That's Holmes and Bivens picking up those 2 transfers early in Moto 15. Moto 16 underway. Your 5 and under novice. We got 2 racks for a 5 and under novice. They will combine second round, but right now we're going to take 2 out of the first rack. Burial, Armstrong, Shanahan, Bernard, and Blakely are our players fighting for those 2 transfer spots early on here.
If you want to try it with the light off.
All right, 2 riders going to make it onto that main event. Here they come. We're going to have a battle for that second transfer spot. Right now, it's the 691, followed by the 812. So that's Blakely and Bernard. Blakely and Bernard, your 2 qualifiers. Second rack underway, 5 and under novice. Our players are Holmgren, Real, Stromberg, and Gaines in this one. 2 of these riders going to move on to that main event. Once again, Moto 16 and 17 will be combined for round number 2. Our 4 riders fighting for just 2 transfer spots here this first go-around in Moto number 17. Front runner making her way out of turn number 3 as we speak. Up. All right, looks like it's the 879 and the 878 and the 889. So Rill and Stromberg, your 2 qualifiers out of Moto number 17. Moto number 18 on the track, your 6-year-old novices. 2 racks for your 6-year-old novice. They will also combine round number 2. But our players in Moto number 18 are Wick, Adams, Wettendorf, Gonzalez, and Petty. 2 of these riders going to transfer out. In and out of the final turn, 6-year-old novice is bringing it down the final stretch. Moto 18. Two riders going to transfer out early. Here they come side by side.
134 and 869.
The 134 and 869, Wick and Gonzalez, your two qualifiers out of Moto 18. Moto number 19 on the track, 6-year-old novices, your second rack of riders.
I think two riders jumped in that gate again. Like they did last week.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, grab those riders.
831.
Jesus. Hey, we had a couple riders in that rack that were not supposed to be in there. Yeah, more than a couple. So those riders need to get up that were in the wrong moto, need to get in the gate right now. Mm-mm. So moto number 20 should be loading in the gate right now. We should have Hernandez, Stromberg, Real, Lund, Branny, Gonzalez, Heister, and Lapierre in this moto right now. We had like 3 riders jump the gate and get in the wrong moto there. We try to give these riders a little break. They're novice. So Hernandez, Stromberg, Real, Lund, Branny, Gonzalez, Heister, and Lapierre, you guys need to be in the gate. If you ran that last moto, you were in the wrong moto. Jesus. We're just going to... All right, here we go. Moto number 20, your 7-year-old novice in the gate, locked and loaded. 3 of these riders going to transfer out to that main event this first go around. Gates down, here they come. Hey, put your hands together. 7-year-old novice with a full rack. Full rack in your motos for your 7-year-old novice as they make their way around the track. 3 of these riders going to move on, making their way out of Bermzilla right now, our front runner. All right, in and out of the final turn, your 7-year-old novices. Bringing it to the stripe right now. The 892, the 877, and the 885. So, Heister, Real, and Branny, your 3 qualifiers there in your 7-year-old novice class. Next up, 8-year-old novices on the track. Unger, Hedger, Lapier, Lane, and Bethards in this one. 2 racks for our 8-year-old novice class. They make their way down the final stretch. 2 of these riders are going to move on. Got the 181 and the 68. So Hedger and Carter Lane. All right, second rack. 8-year-old novices on the track. 2 more riders going to move on to that main event this first go around here in moto number 22. Pavalonis, Futrell, Tobler, and Mason. Your 4 players here in moto number 22 making their way out of the final turn. Oh, we got somebody checking out. That's got to be Futrell on the 130 bike. Checking out early, Futrell out of Rockford, Illinois, getting a transfer spot. Got room for one more. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe. The 816 bike's going to hang on to that one. Mason out of Poplar Grove, Illinois. Next up, 9-year-old novices, 2 more racks. French, Tomalowitz, Bungie, Elliott, and Moore taking 2 of these riders onto a main event. 23 is the moto number. The 814 and the 530. So Tomalowitz and Bungie, your 2 qualifiers early on here in your 9-year-old novice class. First rack of them. Second rack for your 9-year-old novices making their way out of turn number 3. Our players are Munt, Milky, Burke, and Zanker in this one. 2 of these riders going to move on to that main event early. Got the 110, Caleb Munt, followed by the 127 of Milky. Out of Moto 24, Moto 25 on the track, your 11-year-old novices. Another full rack, 8 riders. Ross, Rux, Counter, Heister, Kenna, Tomalowitz, Petty, and Brown in this one. 3 of these riders going to move on to that main event. Here they come, bringing it on the final stretch. 3 riders going to transfer out. It's going to be a battle. 703, the 879, and the 201. So that's going to be Rux, Brown, and Tomalowitz, your 3 qualifiers. Next up, 12-year-old novice taking 1 rider. Got the 7 bike, Audra Meekum. All right, next up, 14-year-old novice on the track, Kalami, Buss, and Smith in this one. Total point style going on here in moto number 27. All right, bringing it to the stride. The 865 of Smith, the 95 of Kalami with the 2, and Buss with the 3. Moving on, 15-year-old novices on the track, 28's the moto number. Ross, Counter, and Elia Ross. Total points going on here in moto number 28, bringing it to the stripe. Got the 25. Elia Ross going to be the winner. The 782. Alex Ross going to get the 2 spot. And Counter with the 3. Next up, 21 to 25-year-old novices on the track. Tackberry, Rundle, Summers, and Combs in this one. Taking 1 of these riders onto that main event. 29's a moto number. Here they come. Single file down the final stretch. Taking 1. The 880 of Tackberry. All right, next up, 26 to 35-year-old novices on the track. 30's the moto number. In and out of the final turn. Schemberger, Rourke, Holmgren, Phoenix, Blakely, and Jones in this one. Battling for just 2 transfer spots. Oh, here they come. It's going to be a fight for that last 2. Got the 859 of Schenberger. Who else? And the 802 with Jones.
Yeah.
All right, 31's the moto number on the track. 41 to 45-year-old novices on the track.
So the kid ran that was supposed to be a 20, so we're just trying to check placing.
One second. Taking one of these riders, the 136. Kevin Ross picking up that one and only transfer spot.
Thank you, guys.
Can you say 119?
You betcha.
I think that's the one that, yeah.
Yeah, it did. I think, so he took third, but I don't know how we're working it.
Okay.
Marley?
Marley.
Took
Yep.
third.
Yeah, and that was with one kid up.
4,
Did we miss something?
yeah. 4 and 29. So Luberman,
All right, your 51 and over novice class.
yeah.
Lukeman on the 4-bike.
Yeah.
Your one and only transfer out of moto number 32. Moto number 33 on the track. Your 6-year-old intermediates, Blackburn, Viola, Pavlonis, and Reeves.
Third, then he, you got it.
Hey, thank you for that. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, bringing it to the stripe right now. 6-year-old intermediates. We're taking one. The 709 hitting the afterburners there. Knox Reeves out of Davenport, Iowa, picking up that one and only transfer. Man, he hit the nitrous button coming down that final stretch right there. Moving on, 34 is a moto number on the track, 7-year-old intermediates. Our players are solid. Thines, Lakota, Jones, Novak, and Alvarez. Two of these riders are going to transfer on to that main event. 34 is a moto number. Oh, here they come, elbow to elbow, bringing it down the final stretch. Two of you are going on anyways. Got the Nag 10 and the 44.
43.
Or the 43. So Alvarez and Lakota, man, banging bars the whole way down that final stretch. All right, here we are. Moving on, 8-year-old intermediates on the track. Gamblin, Mulbach, Shelton, Ross, Kiefer, and William Ross in this one. Two of these riders going to move on to that main event.
20 we reread.
Well, we didn't rerun it. We got them re-racked. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. One,
The 160
1 and 13.
and the 13. So Shelton and Gamblin, your two qualifiers out of moto number 35.
Someone asked about the one before that.
All right, moving on. Moto number 36 on the track, your 10-year-old intermediate class. We got Lee, Batinger, Sala, Holloway, Gifford, Jones, and Beard in this one. 7 riders. We're taking 3 of them this first go-around.
I've just been looking around it, but yeah.
In and out of the final turn. Here they come. Oh, man, our second-place rider losing a pedal or something there, but he's back on the gas. Bringing it to the stripe right now. Got the 42, the 6, and the 60. So we got Beard, Holloway, and Lee. That's your 3 qualifiers out of moto number 36, your 10-year-old intermediate class. Next up, 11-year-old intermediates, Finkboner, Payne, Schenberger, and Wibbins. Taking one of these riders on to that main event. Looks like the 97 bike of Finkboner going to hang on to that one. At Chana, Illinois. He's going to get that one and only transfer out of moto number 37. Moto number 38 on the track, 12-year-old intermediates. We got Meekum, Beard, DeMars, and Miller in this one. These guys are battling for just one transfer spot. The final stretch. Here they come. I got a state number 3 plate sitting on point. Beard. Jaden Beard's going to pick up that one and only transfer out of Chesney Park, Illinois. Next up, moto number 39's on the track, 14-year-old intermediates, Hendricks, Knutson, and Zanoni in this one. Doing it total point style here in your 14-year-old intermediate class. Freeport colors on the front side of this one. Looks like the 39 bike. Knutson going to get the win. The 2 spots up for grabs. Oh, bringing it to the stripe. The
48,
The 148, Hendricks hanging on to that 2 spot. Zanoni on the 96 with the 3. Next up, 16-year-old intermediates on the track, Hathaway Knoll and Brandon Knoll. Total point style. The 101, Brandon Knoll's going to get the win. The 114, Hathaway's going to get the 2 spot. And Brad Knoll in the 88 with the 3 spot. Moving on, 41's a moto number on the track. 17 to 20-year-old intermediates. We got Jones, Barons, Caulfield, Menes, and North in this one. 2 of these players are going to make it onto that main event. Got the 38, followed by the 113. Menes and North picking up those 2 transfers out of Moto 41. Moto number 42 on the track, 36 to 40-year-old intermediates. Ryan Schultz and Jones in this one. Total points going on here in Moto number 42. Bringing it to the stripe, got the 876 of Ryan's going to take the win. The 145 of Schultz going to get the 2 spot. Jones with the 3 out of Moto number 42. Moto number 43 on the track, your 46 to 50-year-old intermediates. Kaiser, Melton, Roberts, and Riley in this one. All these riders are battling for just 1 transfer spot. In and out of the final turn. I only see 3 players out there right now bringing it to the stripe. One and only transfer is going to be the 175. Or 179, Mike Roberts out of Wheaton, Illinois.
Steve, tell Garrett Rapp to come and see me. I'm in front of the starting hill.
Hey, Garrett Rapp, could you come see Jake? He's on the side of the starting hill. Garrett Rapp, come see Jake, side of the starting hill. All right, 11-year-old girls on the track. Kimbrough, Rhodey, Ceresa, Whitmarsh, and Monahano in this one. Taking 2 of these riders. Got the nag number 8, followed by the 4. That's Ceresa and Kimbrough, your 2 transfers. Out of moto number 44, moto number 45, making their way out of turn number 3. This is your 8-year-old experts. Ochoa, Takanaga, Viola, and Ceresa. One of these riders going to move on to that main event. I got Kegel's colors on point. That's going to be the 6 bike of Giovanni Viola out of Loves Park, Illinois, doing it for Kegel's Bike Shop. Next up, 11-year-old experts on the track. 46 is your moto number. Our players are Velez, Balone, Takanaga, Lakota, Simpson, and Caulfield in this one. 2 of these riders going to move on to that main event. Bringing it to the stripe right now. The 140, the 183, and the 4. The 103 and the 4. So that's Balone and Lakota picking up those 2 transfers. Out of moto number 46, moto number 47, 13-year-old experts. We got Andrews, Malman, Batinger, and Lukeman fighting for just 1 transfer spot. In and out of the final turn. I believe that's Freeport colors on the front side of this one. Bringing it to the stripe. The 72 bike of Lukeman picking up that 1 and only transfer out of Moto 47. Moto number 48, your 15-year-old expert class. Kopchik, Whitmarsh, Elder, and Riley in this one. Also battling for 1 transfer spot. In and out of the final turn. Oh, we got a rider checking out early as they make it out of turn number 3, bringing it down. Stretch. That's going to be the number 1 bike, Cole Kopchik, out of Elgin, Illinois, picking up that 1 and only transfer out of Moto 48. Moto number 49, 16-year-old experts, Donahue, Cook, Jackson, and Holmes in this one. Moto 49 making their way out of turn number 3. These riders are battling for 1 transfer spot as well. I believe that's the King Cobra, the number 3 bike. Zed Cook out of Morrison, Illinois, picking up that 1 and only transfer. All right, 17 to 20-year-old experts on the track. 50's your moto number. We got Monahano, Hathcock, Hausler, and Ward in this one. These riders are battling for 1 transfer spot as they make their way around the track. I believe that's the Gold Cup number 1 out of Poplar Grove, Illinois. Nathan Hathcock checking out early. Hathcock going to pick up your 1 and only transfer out of moto number 50. Moto number 51, Gates down, 26 to 35-year-old experts. 7 riders. Fahey, Carmody, Andrews, Rogers, Wright, Cowell, and Goff in this one. These riders are battling for 3 transfer spots. All the Mangler colors out front. Fly Zone sitting in the 2 spot. The number 9 bike, George Andrews. The Mangler himself in and out of the final turn. 3 riders transferring out. It looks like it's going to be the Nag 9 of Andrews, followed by the 469 and the 48. So Fahey and Wright and Andrews, your 3 transfers. All right, moving on to our balance bikes. Got them locked and loaded in the gate. 2 racks. Looks like we're going to run them all together. We're going to have Holmgren. We're going to have Kennedy and Cadence Walgren. Jones and Perch. Or Pirch, maybe. So you got Jones and Pirch. That's your 3-year-old class. And we're going to have them mixed in with our 4-year-old class. That's going to be Holmgren, Kennedy, and Cadence Walgren. Right? You guys running them together? Hey, we should throw the...
Twice. All right. What a one. Yes, ma'am.
10-4. All right, here we go. Put your hands together for our Strider races. Oh, gates down. Here they come. 5 riders out there in our Strider race. We got Holmgren, Walgren, Jones and Pirch out there. All right, our Striders making it in and out of the final turn. Here they come, the final stretch. It's really difficult to see the numbers out there tonight, so that's why I'm not calling them as they make their way around. But I believe that is the 8 57 or to 557. Kennedy Walgren bringing it in for the win this first go around. That 2 spot's going to be the 329. That's going to be the first spot. That's Pierce for our 3-year-olds. The 612 of Jones with the 2 spot in the 3-year-olds.
Now there's a lot of combined modals.
Did I miss someone?
There's a couple that don't combine because there's 10 riders, okay? So you got to really, really watch them. That's what confuses me.
All right, Cadence Walgren, here she comes on the 558 bikes. Antonio Holmgren, I believe, with the 2 spot in the 4-year-olds.
Novices, we took two.
And the 558, Cadence Walgren bringing it into the stripe for that 3 spot in your 4-year-old balance bikes.
Yes, you're right. Okay. Yes.
All right, we're ready to start round number 2. Round number 2, if you didn't transfer out of the first go-around, you need to head on up to staging, motos 1 through 10 for round number 2. Make your way to staging.
And 22 is 2 and 5. See, that's another one now that'll be combined.
I put
Oh,
two
you
on
did that one.
Because I was going to tell Brandon, I'm like, can I do something different so I know when to combine them because
It's
drives
2
me
combined,
nuts.
4. We tried to highlight it for you guys. So.
Right, but I never know if that is for the second qualifier or if it's for the main.
Oh, yeah.
Combined 4 to main.
I know what she's saying, though. They work.
They do. Up in the tower, is it okay to run the flat pedal thing?
All right, here we go. Second round for our flat pedal shootout.
I just would never.
First rack of riders. We should have 3 riders left. It should be North, Rourke, and Jacobs left.
But now Ryder just comes up, gives me a hug, and he like walks away. He like picks on me like everybody else does. That's alright. I have big shoulders.
North, Rourke, and Andrews left. The Mangler himself with the clear hole shot on this one as they make their way in and out of Bermzilla. 2 of these riders going to move on to that main event for our flat pedal shootout. Got the nag number 8, George Andrews on point. I believe that's the 867 of Sean Rourke sitting in that 2 spot as they make their way in and out of the final turn. Bringing it to the stripe, the Mangler. Followed by the 867 of Rourke. All right, second rack gates down. Here they go, making their way into Bermzilla. We should have Cowell, Ward, and Velez left in this one. Wait, did I write the wrong ones down? Who did you have qualifying first go around?
Ryder.
Cowell, Rogers, and Velez left in this one. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe. 2 of these riders going to move on to that main event. The 3 bike, followed by the 1. So Cowell and Velez picking up those 2 transfers. Hey, we're looking for the 851 bike. The 851 bike. Ken and Petty, they're looking for you up on the gate. This is your 6 and under mixed open. The 851 of Ken and Petty, they're looking for you up on the gate. Give us a little wave or let us know if you're on your way up there. Anybody got an indication if they're coming? Okay, they said they're coming. Oh, yeah, we're getting number 1, moto number 1 locked and loaded. For our second round, 6 and under mixed open, we're going to have Gaines, Petty, and Parker Gaines. So Harrison Gaines, Parker Gaines, and Ken and Petty battling for the final 2 transfers here in your 6 and under mixed open, moto number 1. Second go around. It looks like that 50-50 still sitting at $50 over there at the T-shirt building. All right, moto number 1 underway, making their way into turn number 3. We got 2 leaders mixing it up down there in the final turn. Oh, it's a drag race. This is for bragging rights, bringing it to the stripe. I got the 232 and the 851, so Harrison Gaines and Petty. Your final 2 transfers there out of moto number 1. Moto number 2, 6 and under mixed open. Your second rack, we should have Gonzalez, Scrother, and Wick left in this one. 2 of these riders going to move on to that main event. Bringing it to the stripe, the 134 and the 869. That is Wick and Gonzalez. All right, next up, 7 and 8 mixed open on the track. We should have Futrell, Bethards, Mason, and Hedger left in this one. 3 of these riders going to transfer out to that main event. In and out of the final turn, your 7 and 8 mixed open. Moto number 3. 3 riders going to transfer out. The 130 of Futrell, the 181 of Hedger, and the 59.
Oh, he's riding 59.
That was the 874 of Bethards.
Hold on.
That's right. That's right. All right, next, moto number 4 in the track. Your 9-10 mixed open. We should have Zanker, French, Milky, and Munt. 3 of these riders going to transfer out to that main event. Got a rider down in turn number 3, bringing it to the stripe. Got the 110 of Munt, the 852 of French, and the 873 of Zanker. Next up, moto number 5, 11-12 mixed open. Counter, Petty, Brown, and Manahano left in this one. Bringing it to the stripe, the 879, the 16, and the 853. Next, moto number 6 on the track, 15-16 mixed open. We should have Counter, Smith, and Hendricks. 2 of these riders going to transfer out, the 869 and the 148. Or the 865, so that's Smith and Hendricks. Wait, what the? 46. All right, 26-30 mixed open on the track. Got the 92 of Barons for the win, the 113 of North with the 2 spot, and Jones on the 802 with the 3. Man, those guys mixed all the numbers up there in automoto number 7. Next up, 8's a moto number on the track, 7 and 8 open. Ochoa, Viola, and Takanaga in this one. Total points racing going on here in moto number 8, bringing it down the final stretch. Got Kegel's colors on point. That's going to be the number 6 of Viola. Viola's going to get his second win of the night, followed by the 10 bike of Takanaga. Ochoa with the 3 spot. Next up, 17-20 open on the track. Takanaga, Manahano, and Lakota. More total points action going on here. Moto number 9. Whoa, throwing some big old style. That's going to be the 52 bike of Michael Manahano, followed by the 4 of Lakota, and the 12 of Takanaga with the 3 spot in moto number 9. Next up, moto number 10 on the track, your 10 and under girls cruiser. Gifford, Ceresa, and Alvarez in this one. I believe that's the 967 of Ceresa making her way out of turn number 3. Here they come, the final stretch. The 967 Ceresa going to get her second win of the night. The 2 spot is going to go to the 153 bike of Alvarez. Gifford with the 3. Next up, 17-20 women's cruisers. We should have Caulfield, Rohde, and Goldsmith battling for the final 2 transfers. In and out of the final turn, I got Kegel's colors on point. I believe that's the 1 bike, Ashlyn Goldsmith, out of Pecatonica, Illinois, followed by the 6 bike, Caulfield, with that second transfer out of moto number 11. Moto number 12 on the track, 41-45 women's cruiser, Melton, Casper, and Counter in this one. Got Melton on the 2 bike out of McChesney Park, Illinois, leading the way. Casper sitting in the 2. Oh, in and out of the final turn. Here they come. Our leader, Kegel's colors, the 2 bike. Dana Melton looking to get her second win of the night, bringing it to the stripe. She'll head to that main event with 2 points, the 2 spots up for grabs. Looks like the 96 bike, followed by the 563.
Kristen Counter, 96. They need to tell us when she changes numbers.
All right, next moto number 13 10-year-old cruisers, Jones, Milky, and Ceresa, the 951 for the win. The 683 for the 2. And the 392 of Jones with the 3. How you got it? All right, next up, 14 motor number on the track, 13-year-old cruisers, Zanoni, Schemberger, and Caulfield in this one. Got the 509 bike. Zanoni's going to take the win. The 2 bike, Caulfield's going to get the 2 spot. And Schemberger on the 644. Next up, 36 to 40-year-old cruisers, Heights, Melton, and Jackson in this one. 2 of these riders moving on to that main event. Got the 631 and the 13 and the B bike. Jackson and Heights.
Melton's still hurt from last week. Was it last week or the week before?
No, that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, did he go?
You could probably see better than I can.
All right, next up, round number 2. This is Moto 16 and 17 combined. We should have Burial, Armstrong, Shanahan, Holmgren, and Gaines in this one. In and out of Bermzilla, taking 4 of these riders on in that main event.
I really just got to figure out which one's last.
Yeah, I know it. Although,
I'll tell you.
3, 4, we got 5 in here.
Yeah, and we're taking 4.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The 605 is going to be out.
605 is going to be out.
Just so you know. Oh, man, here they come, making their way down the final stretch. 4 of these riders going to move on to that main event. This is Moto 16 and 17 combined. Got the 14, the 850, the 869. Got room for one more. Bringing it to the stripe right now for that final transfer is the 233. Yeah, so Burial, Armstrong, Shanahan, and Gaines, your 4 transfers out of Moto 16, 17 combined. Moving on, your 6-year-old novice class. This is Motos 18 and 19 combined. Taking 4 of these riders onto that main event. Our players are Adams, Wettendorf, Petty, Gaines, and Tomalowitz. All in and out of the final turn. I'm waiting for the numbers. I can't see them. All right, the 232, the 95, the 999. Got room for one more. Looks like the 808's going to hang on to that one.
831 is only one, please.
I can't understand.
Garrett Rapp, this is Jake. Come back.
I don't know.
So Kendon Petty, 851.
Garrett Rapp, Jake. Come back.
I was double checking. That's what I mean. I was just concentrating on the last
I'm
one
in.
for process elimination.
Yeah.
When you get a minute, registration is box on the wall. It's straight.
Huh?
I'll go check it out.
All right, here we go. Motor number 20 underway. Your 7-year-old novice class. We should have Hernandez, Stromberg, Lund, Gonzalez, and Lapier in this one. Oh, man, we got riders down in turn number 1. Looks like everybody's made it back up. Yeah, all of our riders are back up. We're taking 4 of these riders onto that main event. These guys started out with a full rack here in your 7-year-old novice class. 20 is a motor number. In and out of the final turn. Our front runner.
Everybody but 875.
The 831. of Lund, the 121 of Hernandez, the 179 and the 888. That is Gonzalez and Stromberg.
This is another combined
874, Tristan.
He's running 59.
Hey, I believe they're looking for number 874, Tristan Bethards, up on the gate. This is your 8-year-old novice, second go around. This is motos 21 and 22 combined. We should have 5 riders up there. Oh, yeah, they're coming. Eight-year-old novice round number 2, 5 riders. We should have Unger, Lapier, Bethards, Pavlonis, and Tobler in this one. Yeah, motos, make your way to staging. Second round of motos, make your way to staging. Oh, yeah, motos number 21, 22 combined underway.
I'm going to help you. We're going to do one right now, and then when you call in person, I'm going to give them, I don't expect you to do this all by yourself. I'm going to help. So pick one of these kids and we'll give them a hand.
That's good because
Tell me which number.
Okay,
30? How about 30?
that's it. All right, making their way around the track. Unger, Lapier, Bethards, Pavlonis, and Tobler in this one. 4 of these riders going to make it onto that main event. That's probably right. The 59, the 886, the 267, and the 30. 869, 816.
yeah, Mark's getting the wrong one. It was 816. He already qualified. 860. 59 qualified.
The 569 didn't make it then?
856. I don't have a 56. So it must have been 886. 267 must have been 867. And 30 qualified. 869. Did not make it. Yeah.
Okay.
And the 816 was in the wrong moto and Mark was getting it. Well, he already qualified.
All right, your 9-year-old novices, second go around, taking 4 of these riders. Bringing it to the stripe right now. 873 to 863. And the 418. No.
No.
887.
I know. He didn't qualify. But everybody else did.
Losing a rider here going into turn number 2. Looks like they're getting back up. So your last qualifiers there were French, Elliott, Burke, and Zanker. That was motos 23, 24 combined. Moving on, moto number 25 on the track, your 11-year-old novices. We should have Ross, Counter, Heister, Kenna, and Petty in this one. 4 of these riders going to move on to that main event. Got the 180, the 853, the 23, and the 64.
64. We don't know. It's not even in there.
What the?
I don't know. They're switching numbers or switching bikes or something.
Yeah, I don't even know. 12-year-old novices on the track. 2 of these riders going to make it onto that main event. Got the 131 and the 13. That's Kenna and Mason Meekum. Fourteen's a motor number in the track. Kalami, Bus, and Smith in this one. Total points coming at us.
Where'd he come
He was the last one on this one.
The 865 of Smith is going to take the win. The 95 Kalami's going to get the 2, and Bus on the 707s with the 3. Next up, 15-year-old novices on the track. 28's the motor number. Ross, Counter, and Elia Ross in this one, doing it total point style as they make their way in and out of the final turn. I believe that's a 25. Elia Ross out of Rockford, Illinois, doing it for Midwest Militia. She's going to bring it on in, get the second win of the night. Kegel's colors on the 2 spot. It's going to be the 782 of Ross. Counter with the 3. Next up, 21 to 25-year-old novices on the track. Rundle, Summers, and Combs in this one. 2 of these riders going to make it onto that main event.
27 to 9.
Looks like the 880 and the 710. I mean the 11 and the 710. Rundle and Combs.
Taking 3 out of this next group.
Next wreck, 26 to 35. I think that was Rourke.
Yeah. 729.
729, 957.
595.
Yeah, but somebody else had already come in, which was the 867.
Yeah, I had 867, 729, 957.
Yeah, so Rourke, Holmgren, and Phoenix, your 3 qualifiers.
505.
505, the 56. Who was 56?
He did not make it.
The 563 didn't?
Right. So 505. This had to be 850.
Okay,
I
okay.
had 56. Did you have 56?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell them. They
Yeah.
got to start using the right numbers.
I'm sorry to say, I was numbered 820, but I have it down on my plate as 46.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm in the same boat. Yeah.
29.
And her number is 56, but it's something else. It's 850. I was just, and we'll get it updated.
The 891. 891.
Instead of 850.
Okay. I think we got it
Sir.
figured out.
Thank you. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right, moving on. 6-year-old intermediates on the track. 33 is the motor number. Blackburn, Viola, and Pavilonas fighting for just 2 transfers. Got the 115 and the 119. So Viola and Pavilonas picking up those final 2 transfers out of motor number 33. Motor number 34 on the track. Your 7-year-old intermediates. We should have Sala, Thines, Jones, and Novak in this one. In and out of the final turn. 3 of these riders going to move on to that main event as they make their way down the final stretch. Our leader, Freeport colors, on the front side of this one. I got the 62, the A, and the 17. Next up, 8-year-old intermediates on the track. Malbach, Ross, Kiefer, and William Ross in this one. 3 of these riders going to move on to that main event. They're bringing it to the stripe right now. I got the 92 bike, the 75. Got room for one more. Looks like it's going to be the 73 hanging on to that one. Next up, 10-year-old intermediates making their way out of turn number 3. 4 riders left. Batinger, Sala, Gifford, and Jones in this one, taking 3 of these riders on that main event. Got the Gold Cup 1, the 17, and the 32. Next up, 11-year-old intermediates making their way out of turn number 3. We should have Page, Schemberger, and Wibbins. Two of these riders going to move on to that main event. The 4 bike followed by the 63. That's Page and Wibbins. Twelve-year-old intermediates on the track. Meekum, DeMars, and Miller got the 115 and the 4. Miller and Kenzie Meekum picking up those last two transfers. Moto number 39 on the track. 14-year-old intermediates. Hendricks, Knutson, and Zanoni in this one. Total point style. Got the 39 bike of Knutson going to take the win. The 2 spots going to go to the 148 of Hendricks and Zanoni with the 3. Next up, 16-year-old intermediates. Hathaway, Brad Knoll, and Brandon Knoll in this one. 40's a moto number. Bringing it to the stripe, got the 101 bike, Brandon Knoll. The 2 spot's going to go to 114 of Hathaway and the 88 of Brad Knoll with the 3. Next up, 17 to 20-year-old intermediates, Jones, Barons, and Caulfield left in this one, taking 2. Got the 92 bike, Barons going to get a spot, followed by the 35 bike of Trevor Jones. Next up, 36 to 40-year-old intermediates on the track, Ryan Schultz and Jones in this one. 42 is the moto number, making their way out of turn number 3. I believe it is the 876. Going to take the win. That's Ryan, the 145 of Schultz, going to get the 2. Jones with the 3. Next up, 46 to 50-year-old intermediates, Kaiser, Melton, and Riley left in this one, taking 2 of these riders. Looks like we got a rider setting this one out. Looks like Kaiser and Riley going to pick up those final 2 transfers. All right, moving on. 11-year-old girls expert on the track. Rhodey, Whitmarsh, and Monahano in this one. Oh, we got a battle going on up there in that top position, making their way in and out of the final turn. 2 of these riders going to move on to that main event. There they come, bringing it to the stripe. Got the 2 bike, Rhodey, followed by the state number 1 of Whitmarsh. Next up, moving on to our 8-year-old expert class, 45 is a moto number. Ochoa, Takanaga, and Ceresa battling for the final 2 transfers. I believe that's Takanaga on the front side of this one on the 10 bike. He's going to get a spot, followed by the 19 bike of Ochoa. Next up, 11-year-old experts. We should have Velez, Takanaga, Simpson, and Caulfield left in this one. 3 of these riders going to move on to that main event. Oh, man, battle going on down there in turn number 3. Bringing it to the stripe right now. I got the 2, the 1, and the 12. Gold Cup 1. That's the Gold Cup right there. So Caulfield, Simpson, and Takanaga. I can't get the page turned. The 23 and the 7. That was your 13-year-old expert second go around. Andrews, Malman, and Batinger. Looks like Malman and Andrews picking up those final 2 transfers. Moving on, 48's the moto number on the track. 15-year-old expert Whitmarsh, Elder, and Riley in this one. Bringing it to the stripe. Got the number 2 and the 19. So Whitmarsh and Elder, your final 2 transfers out of moto number 48. Moto number 49 on the track, 16-year-old experts. Donahue, Jackson, and Holmes in this one. 2 of these riders are going to move on to that main event. Bringing it to the stripe. Oh, we got a battle going on. It's going to be the 6 and the 14. So Donahue and Holmes, your transfers out of moto number 49. Moto number 50 on the track, 17 to 20-year-old experts. Monahano, Hausler, and Ward in this one. 2 of these riders going to move on to that main event. I got the 7 and the 1, the state 1 So that's Ward and Hausler. Next up, 26 to 35-year-old experts on the track. We should have Carmody, Rogers, Cowell, and Goff left in this one. 3 of these riders moving on to that main event. Oh, in and out of the final turn. Our qualifiers. Looks like the 27 bike of Goff's going to go, followed by the 50 and the Gold Cup 3. Cowell and Carmody. All right, all your eyes up on the starting hill. We got our striders locked and loaded in the gate. Antonio Holmgren, Kennedy Walgren, Cadence Walgren, Caleb Jones, and Marley Pirch. All right, here we go, bringing it to the stripe. The 557 bike. Kennedy Walgren going to take the win in our 3-year-old class. The 329. The winner in our 3-year-old class. The 612 of Caleb Jones going to be the 2 spot in our 3-year-old, followed by the 657 Antonio Holmgren in our 4-year-old class. And our final rider of the night for our balance bikes, the 558, Cadence Walgren.
5 is out. Oops. Is it out? You just messed it up with stuff. Messed it up. Yeah, you're just gonna have to hold on for a second. Please. Is that okay? Yeah. I mean, you don't have to keep your hands in them like melt. Party in the
All right, we're doing 50-50 drawing. Got the 50-50 drawing. Looks like it got up to $53 tonight.
No, 103.
100.
It's 100.
It's 103. Hey, Jake's gonna put some.
No, 103.
All right, looks like it's up to 103. So $103 for the 50-50 tonight. And what's your name? Malia. Malia's gonna draw the winning number. So just pick a number there, or pick a ticket. All right, she picked a blue ticket. So get out your 50-50 tickets. We got a blue ticket. And the number is going to be 395374. The winner's going to get $103 tonight. 395374 on a blue ticket. Man, I don't hear anybody going nuts. You think we'd have somebody going crazy. Oh, they're at the 50-50 booth. All right, head on down here to the infield. We got your money right here. All right, come through that gate right up here. I guess let's go up here so I don't have to walk in the squishy. All right. What's your name? Antia.
Samaj's mom.
Okay. The winner of $103. Congratulations. There you go. That is the winning ticket.
I asked Brandon. No, tomorrow. You're right. Yeah.
We kind of got to go at a little bit slower pace for the mains. It's really difficult for us to see the numbers. I mean, like when they're coming around here, normally I can pick up the numbers and announce. I can't even do that tonight because there's like a funny shadow or something, and then you got the glare inside the glass. So all of us, as they're coming across, we're doing this, all three of us, and like we're trying to, huh? I don't think so. All right, we're going to call up our flat pedal shootout qualifiers. Our flat pedal shootout qualifiers, you need to make your way up to the starting hill. Look at this guy. He's all excited for the roll down already. The Mangler. Yeah, you know you guys are getting a roll down. 8 riders making the main event for our flat pedal shootout. We're going to get them all up here on the gate. They're going to get a roll down. Oh, you did?
Oh my god.
All right, let's get ready for our main events Friday night. Main event under the lights. We got our flat pedal shootout qualifiers. We got a full rack of these guys. All right, let me introduce you to our players in our flat pedal shootout. On the 867 bike, Sean Rourke. Oh, yeah, you guys better roll down. Come on. Yeah. All right. Everybody knows this guy. On the 140 bike, the Nugget, Elijah Davis. All right, next up, your number 9, the Mangler himself, George Andrews. Oh, man, this next guy just got married. The number 11 bike, Dustin Jacobs. Does that say 613? On the 613 bike, Matt Cowell. Oh, yeah. Next up, the 469 bike, Stefan Fahey. The number 7 bike, the Ghost Rider, Ryder Ward. In the Gold Cup 1, Trenton Velez. Yeah, that was the Gold Cup 3, not the 613.
We all good then?
We're good. Oh, gates down. Here they go. The flat pedal shootout is underway. We got Elijah Davis on point. We got the number 7, the Ghost Rider, Ryder Ward sitting in that 2 spot. Oh, watch every turn. Here they go. The Ghost Rider sitting in that 2 spot. He's got some competition. The Mangler sitting on the 3. Jacobs on the 4, in and out of the final turn. Here they come. The last straight. Elijah Davis bringing it on in for the win. Followed by the 7, the 8, the 1, the 3, the 469, the 867, and the Gold Cup 1. So Elijah with the win. The Ghost Rider with the 2 spot, and Andrews, I believe, with the 3 spot. That was the Gold Cup 1. Oh, no. The number. Oh, it must have been the 11 of Jacobs. That's what it was.
Hey, Steve, I was just told today is Dana Melton's birthday. I don't know if she wants that known, but we better make sure that's known.
Okay, we can make that known. We can make that known. Little inside joke up here. We got.
Okay, Steve.
I'm on my way. All right. Main events 1 through 10. Make your way to staging. Main events 1 through 10. Make your way to staging. All right, main event number 1. Locked and loaded in the gate. Our 6 and under mixed open. 8 riders making this main event. On the 232 bike, Harrison Gaines. You riders up there, wait, give us a little wave as I call your name. On the 115 bike, Rhett Pavlonis. The 851, Kendon Petty. The 813, Marley Bauer. The 134, Tanner Gonzalez. The Gold Cup 1, Luke Blackburn. On the 869, Liam Wick. And on the 709, Knox Reeves. Gates down, here they come. Your 6 and under mixed open underway, main event number 1. Making their way in and out of Bermzilla right now, our leader. Looks like the 115 bike, Rhett Pavlonis, our leader. Oh, in and out of the final turn. We got our front 2 riders checking out. They got their own zip code right now as they make their way down the final stretch. Your 6 and under mixed open, bringing it to the stripe. Oh, it's a battle. I got the 115 followed by the 709. Oh, man. The 813, the 134. I hope you guys got them because I couldn't tell.
I got the first 4.
Jesus. All right. Main event number 2, our 7 and 8 mixed open. On the 130 bike, Sam Futrell. On the 43 bike, Nicholas Lakota. On the 874, Tristan Bethards. On the 73 bike, Rome Ross. And on the 181 bike, Landon Hedger. Gates down. Here they go. Your 7 and 8 mixed open main event underway. $43.73. Looks like the 43 bike, Nicholas Lakota on the front side of this one, followed by the 73 bike, Rome Ross, sitting in that 2 spot, in and out of the final turn. Here they come, bringing it down the final stretch. I got the 43, Nicholas Lakota. That 2 spots up for grabs. We got a drag race going on. Futrell bringing it on. The 73, Ross bringing it in, followed by the 130 of Futrell, the 59, the 181. All right. Here we go. Moving on. Our 9-10 mixed open main event. Got them locked and loaded in the gate. On the Nag 8, Kaylee Ceresa. On the 873 bike, Dylan Zanker. On the state number 6, Ashton Beard. On the 852 bike, Jaden French. And on the 110 bike, Caleb Munt. Oh, gates down. Here they go. Your 9-10 mixed open. In and out of turn number 1. Your nag number 8, Kaylee Ceresa, leading the way on this one. Followed by the state number 6, Ashton Beard. Ceresa, Beard running 1 and 2 as they make their way in and out of the final turn. The nag number 8, Kaylee Ceresa, bringing it on in for the win. That state number 6, Ashton Beard's going to get the 2 spot. The 3's up for grabs. Looks like the 110, Caleb Munt, sitting in that spot. He's going to bring it on in and get the 3 spot. Followed by the 852 of Jaden French.
Yeah, if I hear Barbie girl, our friendship's done, man.
What?
No Barbie girl.
No, he's thinking about Barbie girl. You better not play that Barbie girl song.
All right, here we go. Our 11-12 mixed open main event locked and loaded in the gate. On the 819 bike, Francis Counter. On the On the 97 bike, Bailey Finkboner. On the 853 bike, Kevin Petty. On the 63, Jeffrey Wibbins. On the 879, Nolan Brown. And on the 16, Abigail Manahano. All right, gates down. Here they go. Your 11-12 mixed open main event underway. Looks like the 97 bike. Bailey Finkboner doing it for Kegel's Bike Shop with the whole shot. All right, in and out of the final turn. Here comes your leader, the 97, Finkboner. Finkboner's going to get the win. That 2 spot is the 63 bike of Wibbins, followed by the 879, the 16, and the 853. All right, here we go. 15-16 mixed open. Main event on the gate. On the 101 bike, Brandon Knoll. Come on, there you go. On the 865 bike, Sawyer Smith. And on the 148 bike, Ricky Hendricks. Mm-hmm. Gates down. Here they go. Whoa, almost losing a rider right there. Got the 101 by Brandon Knoll with the whole shot on this one. In and out of Bermzilla. We got Knoll on point, the 2 spot. Believe it's the 865 of Smith sitting in that 2 spot. In and out of the final turn. The 101, Brandon Knoll. These riders all qualified to make this main event. How they cross is how we scored. A 101 by Brandon Knoll is going to get the win. The 2 spot is going to be the 865 of Smith, followed by the 148 of Hendricks. All right, here we go. Main event for your 26-30 mixed open. On the 92 bike, Russell Behinds. On the 113 bike, Gregory North. And on the 802 bike, Donovan Jones. Oh, gates down. Here they go. 26-30 mixed open main event. This is total points. We got Barons with 3, North with 5, and Jones with 4 as they make their way in and out of turn number 1. Oh, losing a rider. Here they come, bringing it down the final stretch to the stripe. Got the 92 and the 802. So the 92 of Barons is going to get the win. The 802 of Jones will get the overall 2. And our down rider in North there, we're going to get him checked out. Yeah, give it up. Give it up for Gregory North, man. That was a nasty little spill right there. He's back up. All right, we'll give him a chance to get off there, and we will get on with our program. Main event, our 7 and 8 open. Loaded up on the gate. On the 19 bike, Maddox Ochoa. On the number 6 bike, Giovanni Viola. And on the number 10 bike, Sao Takanaga. Oh, gates down. Here they come. Man, these guys are elbow to elbow. Down the front straight. I think Takanaga had the whole shot, but Kegel's colors pulling out the lead right there. That's Giovanni Viola on the 6 bike. Viola, Takanaga running 1 and 2. Ochoa sitting on the 3 as they make their way around the track, in and out of the final turn. Kegel's colors on point. The 6 bike of Viola looking to get his 3rd and final of the night. The 6 bike taking the overall win. The number 10 of Takanaga with the overall 2. And the 19 bike of Ochoa with the overall 3. And your 7 and 8 open main event. Next up, your 17 to 20 open main event. Loaded up on the gate. On the number 12 bike, Ito Takanaga. On the 52 bike, Michael Manahano. And on the number 4 bike, Levi Lakota. That wall was a little further back than you thought, wasn't it? They moved it. Oh, gates down. Here they come. 17 to 20. Open main event. Lakota with the whole shot. Oh, Michael Manahano out there throwing a little style, trying to put on a show for you tonight. Takanaga sitting on the 3 spot as they make their way around. I still got Lakota leading the way. Manahano putting on a show for you out there, throwing a little style over all the jumps. All right, Michael Manahano taking the win. Lakota with the 2. Takanaga with the 3 in your 17 to 20 open main event.
Did you get that up there?
Yeah, there's, all right, here we go. 10 and under girls cruisers locked and loaded in the gate. On the 982 bike, Remington Gifford. On the 967, Kaylee Ceresa. And on the 153, Malia Alvarez. Oh, gates down. 10 and under girls cruiser underway. Looks like the 967 Kaylee Ceresa with the whole shot on this one. In and out of Bermzilla. Ceresa on point. Alvarez sitting on that 2 spot as they make their way around. Ceresa, Alvarez. Gifford, 1, 2, 3. Total points racing going on here. We got Ceresa with 2, Alvarez with 4, and Gifford with 6. Bringing it to the stripe. Taking the overall win, the 967, Kaylee Ceresa. Followed by the 153, Malia Alvarez with the 2 spot. Gifford with the 3. All right, here we go. 17 to 20 women's cruiser. Got them up on the gate, locked and loaded. On the number 4 bike, Kaylee Blocker. The 646 bike, Elia Ross. The number 6 bike, Bridget Caulfield. The number 1 bike, Ashlyn Goldsmith. Oh, gates down. These 4 ladies are off. I believe that's Kaylee Blocker. On the number 4 bike with the whole shot, Elia Ross sitting on that 2 spot. Goldsmith on the 3. Oh, making their way in and out of the final turn. I still got Blocker and Ross running 1 and 2 as they make their way to the stripe, bringing it on in. Single file. It's going to go Blocker, Ross, Goldsmith, Caulfield. All right, we got a special treat on deck for you right now. We got 41 to 45 women's cruisers locked and loaded in the gate. On the 563 bike, Lisa Smiley Casper. On the 850 bike, Kristen Counter. And a big happy birthday to the number 2, Dana Melton. Oh, gates down. They're off. The birthday girl with the hole shot on this one. Keggles colors. Dana Melton. Melton sitting on point right now with 2 points. We got a tie sitting back there. Casper and Counter both tied with 5 each as they make their way around. Yeah, that was a little surprise happy birthday there to Dana Melton. We were getting told on the radio we had to do that, so don't blame us, Dana. That was a special surprise tonight. All the final stretch, here they come, bringing it to the line. The birthday girl, the number 2, she's going to get the overall win, the 2 spot. It's going to be the 850 bike. Kristen Counter, she's going to get the 2 spot, and Casper on the 563 with the 3. Next up, your 10-year-old cruiser main event. Jones, Milky, and Ceresa in this one. You got Ceresa with 2. Milky and Jones both with tied with 5 each. Bringing it to the stripe right now. Your winner. The 951 going to take the win. The 2 spot is going to be the 683 of Milky, and the overall 3 is going to go 392 of Jones. Next up, 13-year-old cruisers on the track. Zanoni, Schemberger, and Caulfield in this one. I believe the 509 of Zanoni going to bring it on in. He'll get the overall win. The overall 2 is going to go to Caulfield on the 2 bike. And the overall 3 is going to go to the 644 of Schenberger. Next up, your 36 to 40-year-old cruisers. We got them locked and loaded in the gates. Holmes, Heights, Bivens, and Jackson in this one.
Kristen Counter. Last time she had 96 on her bike.
Call Christian Connor up here.
All right, 36 to 40-year-old cruisers on the track. Holmes, Heights, Bivens, and Jackson in this one. In and out of the final turn. Bringing it to the stripe. The 291, the 2, the B, and the 631. Mm-hmm. All right, next up, your 5 and under novice main event. We had 8 riders qualify to make this main event. Your players are Burial, Armstrong, Shanahan, Bernard, Blakely, Real, Stromberg, and Gaines. 8 riders in this main event. Oh, we lost a rider. Rider going off the track back there behind turn number 1. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe right now. Yeah, he snuck right off back there. 691, the 14, the 850. Yeah. 233. 1, 2, 3, 4.
869, 889, and 878.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Let me know when you're good up there, Steve.
All right, you're right. Yeah, hey, give us 1 second. The 4th place one. Yes.
7 and 8. Now that's interesting because I didn't get one of them and I've got 8 riders.
See, I've only got 7. Where's the 812?
Oh, no, the 812 is the one I did.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you get a trophy?
Yeah, 4th.
Yeah.
Did they know?
Test. Test, test. All right, we're back. What main event is this?
This is 6 novice, 18 and 19 combined.
All right, we got our 6-year-old novice main event underway. 8 riders qualifying to make this main event. We got Wick, Adams, Wettendorf, Gonzalez, Scrowther, Gaines, Tomalowitz, and Bauer in this one. Full rack here in our 6-year-old novices, making their way out of turn number 3. I got the 813, the 134 to 232, the 117 to 869, the 95, and the 999. You guys got all that right. I tried to just focus on calling them instead of writing them. All right, moving on, main event. Our 7-year-old novice. Got them locked and loaded in the gate. All right, 7-year-old novice main event underway. We got Hernandez, Stromberg, Real, Lund, Brainy, Gonzalez, and Heister in this one. 7 riders qualifying to make this main event here in your 7-year-old novice class. And then they'll use a Sharpie to write that damn number down, and it's so thin you can't see it.
I know it, yeah.
Oh, man, our leader checking out early as they make their way down the final stretch. Here they come. This is your 6-year-old novice class. The 892, the 885, 831, the 121, the 179, and the 888. Did you get them all, or did we miss one?
I got 892, 895, must have been 885,
831.
I had another one before that. I had 870, must have been 870.
877 is the one
Yeah.
I wrote down.
All right, your 8-year-old novice main event. 8 riders making this main event. Unger, Hedger, Lapier, Lane, Bethards, Futrell, Tobler, and Mason in this one. I believe that's Futrell, your front runner right there on the 130 bike. The 68, the 181, the 886, the 867, the 30, the 59, and the 816. I did too. Yeah, right here. Got a rider down here at the finish line. All right, 9-year-old novice main event underway. Another full rack. French, Tomalowitz, Bungie, Elliott, Munt, Milky, Burke, and Zanker all making this main event in and out of the final turn. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe right now. The 110, the 814, the 127, the 530, the 863, the 852, followed by the 418.
878.
And the 873. Thank you, Jake. Whew. All right, here we go. Moving on. Main event. Your 11-year-old novice. All right, 11-year-old novice main event. 7 riders making this main. It's Francis Counter 819. I just saw her.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Our players are Ross, Rux, Counter, Kenna, Tomalowitz, Petty, and Brown. The final stretch, here they come. This is for all the marbles in your 11-year-old novice class. The 180, the 879, the 720, the 201, the 853, and the 23, and the 819.
Mark 'em on the other side here.
12-year-old novice main event. Mason Meekum, Audra Meekum, and Kenna in this one. Here they come bringing it to the stripe, all qualifying to make this main event. Got the 131 followed by the 7 and the 13. So Kenna, Audra, and Mason, 1, 2, 3, in your 12-year-old novice class. Next up, main event, 14-year-old novice. Kalambi, Buss, and Smith. Smith with 2, Buss with 6, Kalambi with 4.
You think you have a better view from up here, but you really don't.
The 865 for the win. That's going to be Smith. Kalambi on the 95 going to get the overall 2, and Buss on the 707 with the overall 3. Next up, 15-year-old novice main event. We got Alex Ross, Nicole Counter, and Elia Ross in this one. Total point style. Elia leading the way with 2 points on the 25 bike. Elia Ross going to get the overall win. The overall 2 is going to go to the 782 of Ross, and the 820 of Counter with the 3. Next up, 21 to 25-year-old novice on the track. Tackerberry, Rundle, and Combs in this one. In and out of the final turn. I believe that's the 880 bike. Paul Tackerberry leading the way. Followed by the 710 of Combs, and Rundle with the 3. Next up, 26 to 35-year-old novice main event. We should have Schemberger, Rourke, Holmgren, Phoenix, and Jones in this one. Got the 867 for the win, followed by the 802. And the 729, followed by the 957. That's the 859. Next up, 41 to 45-year-old novice. Main event on the track, Ross, Counter, and Salon in this one. Kegel's colors on point. That's the 136 bike. Kevin Ross out of Roscoe, Illinois, leading the way. These riders all qualifying to make the main event. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
The 136 of Ross going to take the win. The 2 spot looks like it's going to be the 850 of Counter and the 505 of Salon with the 3. All right, next up, 51 and over novice, Melton Tobler and Lukeman in this one. Got a rider down here in the front straight. Rider down, hold that gate. All right, bringing it to the stripe. Got the 4 bike. Lukeman going to take the win. Melton with the 2 spot, Tobler with the 3. Yeah, there you go. He's back up. He's back up. That's your 6-year-old intermediate class out there. I believe we got Viola, Pavlonis, and Reeves out there in and out of the final turn. All right, bringing it in for the win. Got the 709 bike of Reeves, the 115. Pavlonis going to get the 2 spot, Viola Our down rider back up, going to finish that lap strong there. All right. 7-year-old intermediates, gates down. We should have Salatines, Lakota Jones, and Alvarez in this one. Looks like nag. Believe that's the nag number 10, Malia Alvarez, out of Bloomington, Illinois, leading the way, making her way out of turn number 3. Kind of hard for us to see up here tonight, but we're making do. Got the nag 10, the 43, the 62, and the A bike. Is that nag 10, Malia Alvarez for the win, the 43, Lakota with the 2 spot. And the 62, Austin Sala. That's your podium finishes there in your 7-year-old intermediate class. Next up, 8-year-old intermediate main event on the track. We should have Gamlin, Malbach, Shelton, Ross, and Kiefer in this one. Here they come, bringing it to the stripe. Whoa! Got the 160, the something 22, the 13, the 75, and the 73. I didn't write them, so you guys got it. All right, next up, 10-year-old intermediate main event. Lee, Batinger, Sala, Holloway, Gifford, and Beard in this one. Here they come bringing it to the stripe. Got the 42, the 56, the 60, the 17, the 1, and the 32. Oh, okay, the state 6. So the state 6 in that 2 spot. That S6 looked like a 56 from up here. All right, next up, 11-year-old intermediates, Pink Boner, Page, and Wibbins in this one. Bringing it to the stripe. I got Kegel's colors, but he's got a little company. The 97, the 4, and the 53, or 63. All right, next up, 12-year-old intermediates on the track. We got Meekum, Beard, and Miller in this one. 12 inners making their way out of turn number 3. Main event, 38 underway. Got the state number 4, Kenzie Meekum. Meekum taking the win, the 115 of Miller with the 2. And the state 3 of Beard with the 3. Or 4. Yeah. All right, got the 39 bike. Barack Knutson with the overall win, the 2 spot. Well, the overall 2 is going to go to the 148 of Hendricks, and the overall 3 is going to go to the 96 of Zanoni. Total points there in your 14-year-old intermediate main event. Next up, 16-year-old intermediate main event, Hathaway, Brad Knoll, and Brandon Knoll in this one. More total points coming to us here in main event number 40. Bringing it to the stripe. Got the 101, Brandon Knoll for the win. The 114 of Hathaway with the 2, and the 88 of Brad Knoll with the 3. Next up, 17 to 20-year-old intermediates on the track. Jones, Barons, Menas, and North. I got the 92, the 38, the 35, and the 113. So the 92 bike, Russell Barron's your big winner. The 38, Jordan Menas with the 2, and the 35 of Trevor Jones for your podiums and your 17 to 20 intermediate main event. Next up, 36 to 40-year-old intermediate main event on our track. Ryan Schultz and Jones doing it total point style. We got Ryan with 2, Schultz with 4, Jones with 6. So the 876 of Ryan's going to get the overall win. The overall 2 is still going to go to the 145 of Schultz, and the overall 3 is going to go to the 40 of Jones. Next up, 46 to 50-year-old intermediates, Kaiser, Roberts, and Riley. These 3 riders out there qualified to make this main event. Looks like Kegel's colors in and out of the final turn. That's going to be the 715 of Mike Kaiser for the win. The 179, Mike Roberts, he's going to get the 2 spot, and Riley on the 27 is going to get the 3. Next up, 11-year-old girls expert on the track, Kimbrough, Rhodey, Ceresa, and Whitmarsh in this one. I believe that's the nag number 8, Kaylee Ceresa out of Belvedere, Illinois, on point, in and out of the final turn. Ceresa, Kimbrough running 1 and 2. The nag 8, Ceresa's going to get the win. The 4 of Kimbrough is going to get the 2 spot, and the 2 of Rhodey with the 3. Next up, 8-year-old experts on the track, Ochoa, Takanaga, and Viola. I believe that is this number 6 bike of Viola sitting on point. Takanaga sitting in the 2 as they make their way to the stripe. It's going to go Viola, Takanaga, Ochoa, 1, 2, 3. Next up, 11-year-old experts, Balone, Takanaga, Lakota, Simpson, and Caulfield in this one. 11-year-old experts making their way out of turn number 3. I believe that's the 4 bike, Levi Lakota on point. It's going to go to the 4, Levi Lakota, followed by the 183, the 2. The 1 and the 16. All right, next up, 13-year-old experts on the track. We should have Andrews, Malman, and Lukeman in this one. All qualifying to make this main event. How they cross is how we score. Got the 72, followed by the 23 and the 7. Lukeman for the win. Andrews with the 2, Malman with the 3. Next up, 15-year-old experts on the track. Kopchik, Whitmarsh, and Elder in this one. The final straight. Here we go. Got the number 1 by Cole Kopchik. Kopchik's going to take the win, the 2 spot. Going to go to the state number 2 of Eldon. Whitmarsh on the 19 with the 3. Next up, main event, 49 your 16-year-old experts. We got Donahue, Cook, and Holmes. The final turn. Here they come. The King Cobra on the 3 bike, bringing it home for the win. That's Cook, followed by 14 and the 6, Holmes and Donahue. Next up, 17 to 20-year-old experts on the track, Hathcock, Hausler, and Ward in this one. We got a race going on. Here comes the state number 1. Yvonne Hausler for the win, followed by the Gold Cup 1, Nathan Hathcock. And the 7 of the Ghost Rider with the 3. Next up, 26 to 35-year-old experts on the track, Fahey, Carmody, Andrews, Wright, Cowell, and Goff in this one. 6 riders qualifying to make this main event. They're bringing it to the stripe. I got the 48, the Nag 8, the Gold Cup 3, the 50. Well,
Whatever you want, that's fine.
He's done.
Be out of it unless I have to. It is all.
right. All right, that's going to conclude our racing this Friday night here. State championship weekend under the lights. Hopefully we put on a good show for you tonight. We had a little trouble up here seeing the numbers with all the glare, but we made do. All right, I want to thank everybody for coming out. To get home tonight, it's getting a little chilly out there. They are not going to open the track tonight. It is going to be closed, so no riding afterwards. Teams, don't forget to get your team sheets to the tower.
We said 8, and I'm new.